props that you can. Yeah.
Thank you, October.
We're going to.
Katie.
Yes.
I actually have to show Richard's video before we start.
Oh, okay.
So if you'll just hold on one thought, hold that thought, I'm going to play his video and then I will just unshare my screen and then you can continue. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No problem.
One moment.
Do you need your slide presentation today?
Well, if everybody has this, we're good.
They will not have it printed.
Okay.
Do you want me to pull it up?
We can.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm having problems here.
In the group. Do you need me to share it, October?
Yeah, why is it? It's not saying it's unavailable to do that.
Okay, hold on. Let me log in.
This is all I can do, and then it's.
Can and Shutterfly shares.
It's going over that.
It won't let me do it, Missy.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up.
Shutterfly is awesome because like I've used it for literally 20 years. Yeah, and they're like, here's your memories from 10 years ago.
All right.
Yes. So I did.
All right, hold on just a second. I've got to do a little volume adjusting because we'll have an echo if I don't. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Luggage tab.
Okay.
It worked with the library. I don't know why it's not working here. I don't know. I can't hear anything.
Okay, let me start that over.
Welcome to week 4, possibly
hear it
week
now?
5 of Mastering Cell Phone Photography with Katie
Can everybody hear it?
Yes.
Okay.
Roberts. Thank you, Katie, for offering this class and teaching us so much. We're loving it. A few more thank yous here. The Lincoln County Library's system facilitators, Cameron Senior Center, we once again invaded your area, thanks. The Lincoln County Library Foundation for financial support. The Creative Agenting in Wyoming Public Libraries is a joint initiative of the Wyoming State Library, the Wyoming State Arts Council, and Lifetime Arts. This project was made possible through the generous support from the May and Stanley Smith Charitable Trust and the Wyoming Community Foundation. But anytime you have questions for myself or the facilitator, or for Katie, please ask away. Have a great time, and I will see you when I get back. Welcome to week 4,
Thank you.
5 of Mastering Cell Phone Photography with Katie Roberts. Thank you, Katie, for offering this class and teaching us so much. We're loving it.
Okay, is everybody logged in with their vouchers? Because we're going to be doing some downloading today. So if you are connected to your Wi-Fi, that'll be very helpful. All right, thank you so much for your patience as we shuffle our technology a little bit so that we could show that video of Richard to you. I forgot that that's what I needed to do today, so that was my bad. All right, Katie is all ready to go. And can you thumbs up if you can hear Katie okay?
La 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 la.
Awesome,
Okay,
thank
good job.
you.
Thanks, guys. Hey, yay, we're at week 4/5. Yay. Afton's awesome. They give us little cleaning wipes, so we're making use of our time to get our cell phones super clean. We're glad you're here today. What we're going to focus on today are some external apps. So we're going to take this nice and slow. Please know that there is 900,000 kabillion apps you can use to enhance photos. Just because we're spotlighting these apps is by no means the end all be all of what you use. I have selected these apps because I find I use them, or I find them pretty simple to use and effect is really powerful. So there's a couple of them. There's one that costs money and is only on Apple, and there's one that doesn't cost money for some features, but if you want to open more, you can. The Samsung does a lot of features too that the Apple does. Anyway, we'll go through it one by one. We'll take it nice and slow. As an overview, next week, we're really going to focus on taking pictures. So we're still kind of dealing with the digital side of editing and playing with the photos we do. Next week, we're going to go back to let's get out, let's take pictures, let's talk about light, let's talk about lighting and all those kind of things. And keep in mind, week 7, we're going to submit your photo that you want printed on a nice little canvas that you get to take home and put on the refrigerator or whatever you want. So that is kind of where we're at. Also, next week, I'm going to leave plenty of time for questions. So if you have questions or you want to know things, I may or may not have an answer, but I sure can Google and we can work through them together. So if you have questions next week, we're going to have a big question time. All right, so with that, we'll dive in. The first app I'd like to talk about is called Shutterfly. Now, Shutterfly I have used for a couple of decades, actually. Yeah, you can go ahead and put that up. Some of the advantages of Shutterfly are it is very easy to use, and I think that their app is even easier to use than on the desktop. So one thing that's super awesome about Shutterfly, well, you can go back to that first one. The ones we're gonna just briefly cover are Shutterfly, which is free, Waterlog, which I think makes really beautiful watercolory things out of your photos. And I've actually made them into ornaments or done other prints in my house of a photo, and it makes it look like a watercolor. And I think it does a pretty realistic, beautiful job. And I've actually printed some of those. It does cost $4, but it's a one-time fee. Prisma, it's free to costing you stuff if you want to unlock stuff. This is good for the Apple users who don't have the colored pencil or those other kind of artsy effects. But we'll go over all these. And then Snapseed is a Google editing one that's free and is pretty robust. You can layer on layer stuff. So we'll go through all these. Let's start with Shutterfly. So some things that Shutterfly does is they'll offer you free things and free products. So they are a lab, like a photo lab, and they'll offer you free stuff all the time. You just pay shipping. So sure, you get unlimited 4x6 prints, and then you pretty much pay for them in your shipping. Another thing they do is, you can go to the next one if you'd like. Free photo storage. Now I have used them for multiple decades, and they'll send me memories. And Leanne here was saying she gets them too. I'll get an email. I got one the other day from 14 years ago showing my little kids and my husband's birthday. And I'll take those little things that Shutterfly is, remember this? Do you want to print anything of it? And I'll send it on to the kids. And it's just kind of fun that it does that thing. Also, where Google is not going to offer free storage all the time, Shutterfly is another option for backing up stuff. all that's really on my Shutterfly is what I've ordered things with. I do a calendar every year. And so all those calendar pictures are on the Shutterfly and it does store them. So that is kind of a bonus. All right. And it is easy to use. I think this is one of the easiest ways to order prints from your phone. A lot do better on a desktop, but if we have our pictures on our phone and we go to the app on the phone, it is so easy to order through Shutterfly. Their quality is pretty good. And there's some things I prefer to definitely to go through my professional photo app that I use, but for calendars and little things, Shutterfly is great. I don't use them for cards because I don't want it to say Shutterfly on it. I want it to say, you know, my company, Lampshade Studio. So that's one thing I don't use them for, but they do a lot of fun things. Here are some things I've recently done. So I'm the speech and debate coach, Go Star Valley High School. And I needed some thank you gifts. We have our banquet coming up. I was able to, they do these things where you can get free things. So I just paid shipping, but this is like a little notepad with our speech team picture on there. For one kid who's a senior and is a total game master, I was able to order a deck of cards. And this has our speech team on the Capitol steps that we had a really good memory of. So he always has a deck of cards. I did this canvas tote with some of our memories when we went and visited the courthouse in Salt Lake that I'm going to give to my other coach. Anyway, it's pretty easy, and they do lots of those trinkety kind of things if you want to do personalized fun stuff. Leanne here, right there, that one right there. Oh wait, that's circle that way. She orders mouse pads regularly through them. Phone case. Yeah, that's fun. I've done the phone cases if you have something that's really cute. So Shutterfly. Now, and Shutterfly is a free app. So you do not have to download any of these. If not, you know, just relax. But everybody else, go to your app store or Google Play and download the app. Oh, you can go to the next one. They do offer a lot of special offers. They'll do things all the time, send you an email that says this is free or you get 50% off today. Around Christmas time, they have a lot of special offers. I usually wait till then to get my calendars that I can get for $10 for a nice looking calendar. So yeah. So download Shutterfly if you don't have it, and we're gonna try it out.
To this point, right?
Choose photo access. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's
And
good to
allow
know.
access?
Yeah, you want it to.
good. You're our example because I already have it downloaded. So this is good to know what it asks.
Do you want to run through mine?
Or I was
Allow
doing it on
face
this.
Oh, isn't that one?
Facebook is kind of nice if you want.
Okay, so slow down. We're gonna follow your phone all the way. Once you
That may not
download
be a
it,
good thing.
it's gonna ask you for photo access. That means you're gonna give your information to your photos to Shutterfly. If you want to order, yeah, say yes. And it should open an access settings, right? Where you allow it
Yes.
to access some or all. I generally pick all because I don't want to have to deal with that later. I'm lazy that way. And then after you do that, it asks,
Allow face grouping.
allow face grouping. And Leanne says, yes. Leanne, why do you like face grouping?
Because I like, so if I want to do like a birthday tribute to a kid, and it's all, one kid will come up.
So face grouping is just like we did in the Google Photos where it recognizes the face and knows that's a person. So you can tell it, yes, I'm giving you my faces and you can put them together or not. It's just respecting your privacy somewhat, so your choices. But that's a nice use. Birthday, pop it up. That's
Or like
probably,
if a friend says, do you have pictures of my kid? And it's,
then you can put all of that in.
there's 50% off almost everything now with on this for Mother's Day.
50% off for Mother's Day. Look at that bonus. Okay, so we've downloaded it. The next thing that happens is you have to, well, you probably have to sign up, put an email in with a password, right? Have you already had that? So pick your password, pick your email.
50% off ends the 24th.
Okay, but there'll be another 50% off, trust me. That's probably a nice time to do it though, to get them on time. All right, so once you're in there, how's everybody doing? Good, good. We're getting the Shutterfly set up in our systems. Yeah, that'd be great. Give me a little thumbs up. Oh. Alpine, we're still working on it. Oh, we're thumbs up and okay. Cofield's chilling. You guys good? Oh, look at that. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, when you open it up, it will give you all of its propaganda and it is a big, I love it. So you can see there's a variety. If you just kind of scroll through, there's a variety of things to do. You do not have to buy anything here. It will populate it with pictures you've taken. And sometimes it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's on my phone. So, you know, I'm going to scooch over here because I think this will work really great. There we go. Okay, so it gives you all sorts of things. I'm sure you're seeing the same thing where it's going through your photos and giving you options of things to buy. So as you can see, there's puzzles, magnets, wall art, cards, mugs, drink cups, wine stems, all sorts of stuff. Let's just practice just for one, because a lunchbox, that is pretty sweet. So pick a product. Everybody pick a product. We're not buying it. We're just making sure you feel confident and strong that you can do it. Oh, I like that lunchbox. Look how cute that is. So a lot of these things will have preset things too that's already there, and you can just buy it like it is. If you want your photo on it, it might be a different selection. But I'm going to go to that cute school gear one. Pick one to go to. Lunch boxes, fun. And there's all sorts of ones. I'm looking for the one with the photo on it.
The water bottle has the photo.
Oh, there's a bunch on grids, but okay, I'll show you here. So I'm just looking here, and this is typical of all their products. So you'll see some with photos on it and some just with like a name characterization. Oh, go back. So generally, if I want to put a photo on something, I'll look for a template that has a photo on it. Like this is cute, this little blue one with a photo. I'm going to click that. And that's how it'll be, and it'll show me where my photo will go for that one. Click on the little up arrow, and it'll say, do you want to get them off your Shutterfly photos you've already uploaded, or from Facebook, or from Instagram, or from Google? Oh, we better try our Google one because we have set that up. And that makes, that streamline of photos sure makes that kind of handy. That you don't have to re-upload everything, or you can go straight to your phone photos too, which is nice. So I am logging into my Google. How are we doing over here? We're customizing, real fun. Maybe, maybe not.
Waiting for photos to upload.
Right, right. Once this is kind of set up initially, it will just get easier and easier. Okay, I brought up my Google Photos. I'm gonna pick. Oh, I don't want that one, so I'm gonna cancel out of it. Okay, I picked.
Do you want to work behind so they can see what you're doing?
Sure, although I think everybody's in their own phones. Yeah. So I'm gonna pick a photo and I picked the wrong one, so I just touched it again and it let me pick another one. Okay, these are actual Shutterfly memories that came up the other day. So I've got my little girl who's now 20. Okay, and I picked the wrong one. Yeah, let me do it like this here. Okay. So I picked the wrong one. And so I push this little plus button down on the bottom to add some more here. I'll add my dog getting in the Easter basket. And I don't want that one, so I could just drag any of these photos up into that space. Oh, there's my dog in the Easter basket, but this is an actual Shutterfly memory that came to me. Now her head's kind of cut off with her Easter basket. So if I touch the photo, it will let me adjust and I'll get her with the bunnies. What if I want her even closer? I can just squish her in. And that is my little Adelaide. And see, it's so easy. It's if there's a dotted space, you can just touch it. Here's for her thing. And I can type her name. Okay, that's great and all, but I think that font is kind of masculine. So right here is a font choice button. So I'll touch font choice and I have all of these options. That's pretty cute. Okay, so now I have a lunchbox for baby girl Adelaide. It's pretty easy. And I'm not gonna buy it. So maybe I'll just go back. Calendars is one thing I do all the time. Same process. Pick a calendar. There's lots of templates. There's fun with some fun quotes, or you can pick your own. You can spend as much time as you want. This, oh, I'm a sucker for polka dots. You can tell what month you want to start in since let's just pretend we're doing this for real. And then it will say pick some pictures. I'll just pick some random pictures here.
Play baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Donkey. It was fun.
And it will just fill them in for you, but you can change them around. So here's our little spots. Say I want that doggy right in the middle right there. And I want this blowing out candles. And I want this little guy here. See how easy that is? And see his head's getting cut off again. Touch it and you can just drag it. Pretty simple. Pretty simple to do. Anyway, okay. And then over here. What do you think, guys? Shutterfly is easy. So uploading all your pictures. I typically just upload when I'm doing stuff, but yes, it's a pretty good one for ordering things straight from your phone. If you're in a slightly boring game or obligatory family event, you can like order stuff on your phone. And birthdays are fun. Not that you have to, but it's fun. Taking pictures is step one. Sharing it with each other has been fun because we get to see what each other has done. But after that, we don't make them in real life much anymore. So this is a fun way if you really love a photo that's easy that you can get and it will be displayed in your home or give it to someone. I like magnets for this sort of thing. Sometimes if my family, my bigger family, has a moment together, I'll print it on a magnet and then give them to everybody next time I see them so they can just slap it on and that sort of thing. Okay, Shutterfly. Do we have any questions or thoughts? I guess harass your facilitator if you do. How's Afton doing, guys? Any questions? Okay, what?
I'm just.
Do you think you could order something on Shutterfly? Probably. Yeah. Were you able to drag a photo in a product?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you totally could then. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Hey, Katie, we got a question in camera.
Yes.
When you hit upload, can you choose specific photos to upload or does it upload everything?
No, you always have to choose what you're uploading when you're working on a project. And you can do this all on a desktop too. But yeah, like try it out right now. So if I go to photos, and then there's an upload button. Let's do that together here. Okay, let's go back to our home with all the deals going on. I'll go to photos down here. Boop, boop. Then I'm gonna see the photos that are on my Shutterfly. Then I'm gonna hit upload. Actually, if I go to photos right here, it has all my Google photos. Okay, and how cute are these little babies I recently took pictures of? Those are not cell phone pictures, but this kid's suspenders, side note, look at those bunny suspenders. I mean, seriously, how cute is that? Okay. Okay, so right now it's showing all my Google photos, but if we wanna, which is really nice that it just, because there's thousands and on here I didn't have to upload. That is amazing. So if we do upload, we're pushing the upload button down there. Gotta make sure my hand's up. And then I can go to, like say my recent ones. I don't know if you know Lois Roberts, but it's her birthday today. So I have that one on there. You can select them one by one, or I think you can also, yeah. Oh, do you see that? If I drag my finger through them, it will select or deselect. Here, I'll try that again. So I want all these photos. I'm just gonna go like this and go down, and it's gonna select everything as I keep dragging. Do you see how it does that? If I stop, that's where it stops uploading. Anyway, does that answer your question? Hopefully. Nice. Cool. All right.
And it's unlimited storage. so-
Yeah, it is unlimited storage and they really do store them. The trick is downloading from it. I haven't tried that really as much.
I haven't either. So
Let's
like
try that
Canva.
right now. Let's try that right now. So if I go to my photos and I have this cute photo, can I say, oh,
Yeah, it's up in the 3 bars once you open the photo.
mhm.
So you've got the photo, the 3 bars here.
Okay, on the Samsung, it's, you get a 3 bars up at the top. Let's do this all together, shall we? Say you want to download a photo that you have here from another phone and you're wanting to use it. We're going to go to photos. We can click a picture. Oh, I want to make sure I'm on my uploaded ones. Let's go to my album.
It's taking a while to-
These are all my Google ones, I can tell. Where's the ones I've actually uploaded to them? We'll hurry and upload one. Let's do these cute little Easter guys. Add to album. These are all the different projects I've had and it creates, I have names for them. But I'll just add them to this Easter one I already have. Oh, it wants Wi-Fi. Anywho, you can download them from there. There's, when you have it uploaded on their site, the 3 dots in the upper corner, click that and it will download it back to your phone. Rejoicing all through the land. So Shutterfly, there's that. Okay, the next app that I would like to show you, it does cost, and if you're a Samsung, just ignore this. But since you are a Samsung, you kind of have this built in your normal editing tools, but Apple does not. But this is one I bought once and I've still had for a long time. I love it when they don't make you do a yearly fee or something, but it's called Waterlog. And it looks like these cute little whales. So if don't download it if you don't want to pay for it. Anyway, it's pretty simple. You start, it says start here right there. So I'll pick my camera and I can take a picture right now, I can take it from my library or use my camera right now. So if I use my camera right now, ask for access. Yes, that's the whole point. We got a picture of my jacket and this chair. I'm going to use that photo. Now, it's going to watercolor for me, and it looks like a legit watercolor. It has different watercolor settings. If you touch it, it gives you a little like template of what it looks like. And if you touch it, it will go through the processing and watercolor it. So if you like the vibe of kind of the watercolory artsy look, I like this. It's pretty simple. The one adjustment you can make, that's fun with the soaker. You can come over here and tell it how much of this you want to do. I have it on 8 right now, but I could turn it to 12 and it would make it much more loose of a watercolor. Or you can go to the other end, take it to a 4. Anyway, that's really super simple app. And I like it. I'll take a picture I've done and do something like this. And it looks like I'm an artist. And I don't necessarily say I didn't paint or draw this. I think my Facebook profile is one of these actually. It's a fun one if you're looking for something like that. If you take a photo that you've done that has beautiful colors, somebody has done these amazing sunsets lately, that would be really fun to see how it looks on waterlog. Or on your Samsung, you do have that watercolor feature in your basic editing that we covered last time. So that's waterlog. Any questions about that? Oh, when you're done with waterlog, to make sure it goes to your library, and I think I actually like a different version of this one. To make sure it goes to your library, it only saves it in the app. If you want to be able to order it or put it on a sweet mug, you're going to hit the box up arrow and just hit save to photos. You can also post straight to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Put it in a text to your homie. Print it if you got a printer hooked up, but I generally just save it to my photos when I find one I really like. And then when I go back to my photos, it will be there. Wait, am I going the wrong way? There it is. So here's the original, and there's the watercolor version. So anyway, that one's super simple. And if you're on Samsung, sorry, but Samsung kind of does its own version of that. All right. Okay. The next one is Prisma. No, you're good. Well, there's not too much. Yeah. So Prisma, when I first got it, everything was free. When you open it, it really lets you tweak everything, but you only have access to some things on the free version. And then if you want more, we'll have a lock on it. And I believe it costs, I put it on there. It costs $20 a year. And I mean, if you super love it and use it all the time, great.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. If you use it all the time and want to pay $20 a year, great. I still am on the free version, but I have also taken, like the Star Valley Temple, I took one beautiful picture of it and then I put it in Prisma in the mosaic. Man, I love it. This again, there's a lot of this on the Samsung, but it does have some other effects. So let me just kind of show you what Prisma's like. Okay, and it looks like, there we go. It's got that little triangle, generic looking logo. So here's a picture I took of my sister. Oh, see, they'll be like, guess what?
Your sister's the master.
No, yeah, my sister's on the moon. It always wants to sell you stuff. It always, and they'll have different styles for different days. So it's one of those slightly obnoxious apps, but it does a cool job. And there's other apps there too. My sister decorated for Chinese New Year and then left it up because her son just came up from Taiwan. So you can see it has, this is good for faces, whatever, but you can pick, oh, that one's a locked one. And it will want me to pay. So I try to avoid the locked ones. So let's try this one, how it looks like on this one. And it does a pretty cool job there. With all these effects, you can tweak them in here. Where's the mosaic? I really like mosaic. That's one thing I think is super fun. And then you can also, after you do an effect, say I wanted to look even more mosaic, it gives me also all these controls here. Ooh, high contrast. Ooh, let's get that red popping, high saturation. Anyway. Yeah, and you can layer things, but if you pay, anyway, it's kind of fun. You can do all sorts of stuff in there. It does cost, but if you really want to delve into the making it look like art, like a hand-drawn versus a photograph, it's kind of another option. There's lots of things to play with in there if you're looking for more. Those are ones I've used in real life that I've had good experiences with. Saving your photo again is the same thing with the up arrow once you have one. It's pretty easy. Access my photos. Okay, there you go. I'm kind of impressed I'm doing this backwards, guys, just so you know. I'm feeling like maybe I'm not getting as old as sometimes I feel like. Okay, so Prisma, pretty easy, yeah? Yes. Is it taking a long time? It has a lot in there. So don't download if you don't have a lot of space or you don't want to mess with it. But yeah, it's still downloading here. But yeah. I know not everybody's into those kind of things, but they are fun. And if you have a photo you really like, try it out. You know, I don't know. It's all so subjective. Oh, somebody just put a comment. Oh, look at that waterlog, Doreen. She just put this in our little shared Google Drive. That looks beautiful. Wow. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I guess you bought waterlog, huh? Or can you try it without buying it? Is it letting you? I don't know. That looks awesome. Very nice. You know, I guess you could always put your questions and things in our album too if you wanted. We have the chat box up here if you chat there, but if you also put them here, we can all see them as a group and go with that. Okay. All right, we ready to move on? Acting kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Downloading. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The next one is a free one and it's a Google one. And it's Snapseed. Snapseed's a little more robust, complicated, but you can layer all of these effects if you really want to play. And it starts with the basic effects that we've already talked about, but you could really just manipulate. Since it is Google and free, it will work with your Google Photos super easily. So let's try it out a little. Everybody, if you want, download Snapseed. I'll give you a second to do that. Ooh, Peggy, that's a pretty waterlog. Ooh. Wow. Think of like the greeting cards you could do with these watercolor ones too. I mean, photos are beautiful too, but sometimes it's fun to shake it up like that. Nice.
Instagram has a photo for your body. Or it's not Instagram.
Oh,
It's a body mod.
Oh, there are so many, yes. Yeah. Yeah. We used to tell kids, you know, be careful about who you see pictures of on Instagram, because it could be some 50-year-old man who's just put a picture of someone else. Now that 50-year-old man can just modify everything in like 20 with all these apps. So. How are we doing with Snapseed?
I'm just playing on Shutterfly.
Oh, get a picture.
Yeah, I'm still, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with this because I know. Google isn't in. I had too many Google accounts. Set a reminder to pick up Drake at 6 o'clock. There. Ooh, yeah. I'll do that. It's taking a second to open it.
Hey, Kimmer, I love seeing your beautiful, happy faces in the land of the popcorn machine and such. If you're up to it, I'd love to have your camera on. I could see you.
They may not have tech this week for that.
Oh, okay. If not, that's fine.
Yeah, that's the radio station. So they own the newspaper and the radio station.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Smooth, pop, accentuate, morning. I want to push silhouette.
Oh, there you are. It's our camera friends. Yay. Oh, it looks like they're on spring break.
That's a lot of tools.
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's
tools.
a
I'm just
big-
looking
yeah.
out
Must
at
be
you,
French.
seeing if you're all doing this, so I'm just waiting for that. If you have Snapseed downloaded, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Maybe a little bit more here.
Mine's almost
Okay, okay.
I mean, they're not moving.
Yeah.
There's a lot of snow.
Wear a microphone now.
That's beautiful.
Okay, what's the question? Katie,
Where is that? That's my front yard.
are you hearing me?
Yes.
How do you get a picture out of Snapchat? I put one in and I don't want to use it. I want a different picture. How do I do that?
Snapseed.
Snapseed, I'm sorry. Snapseed.
Oh, so you're in Snapseed. Okay, let's go through it then. If you've got it open, we were still down. Oh, we're ready. Okay, let's go through that. Snapseed. So when I open Snapseed, it gives me this. Tap anywhere to open a photo. I'm going to go to more of these from my device. Let's open.
She needs to go back to the picture. This is this week. Oops.
Now I want to do a different photo, right? I'm like, oh, I didn't want that one.
Look at the snow.
So I'll hit open at the top. Did you see that?
Ah,
Right
thank
here.
you.
I hit open and then I'll be like, oh, yeah, I wanted my dog in movies.
And 9 years ago, I was in California. I don't know how
Okay,
that-
so now there are so many things you can do. This is how you waste time.
All your pictures have done it.
If you want to do portrait, smooth it out. That's really good for your face. Look how that doggy just got so smooth with that. Let's get it out so you can see the difference. Wow. And you can do them on top of each other. These are just all these looks. So these are what you do if somebody has something on TV that's super boring. And you can just play on this the day away. So there's all these built-in ones that are kind of fun. Okay, I think I like the smooth. I like what it did to the contrast and such. Okay, so say we like that. We're gonna save it. Then we go to tools. Don't be intimidated. But say you're just trying to tweak that sunset just right. We have gone through these things. This has a few more like curves. That's gonna let you, this will change the light. The top will be more like the highlights. The bottom will be more like the shadows and the darks. Do you see that? Yeah, as close as I can. This is kind of intense stuff. You can go this way, that way with your highlights. In the middle will be your midtones, and you can really just mess with stuff to death there. So curves is something that when you're really wanting to tweak your lighting, curves is there where it's and that wasn't in our other initial things. There's so many tools here to do. Adding text is another thing that we did on ours. If you feel like you're going between Apple and Samsung phones, maybe doing it all in Snapseed will keep it consistent for you too. You can expand. Do you know what that does? I think it means if it will fill in the rest. Anyway, grunge it up. And on all these, you can take it and you can say, I want it more grungy or less grungy. Do you see? Oh, make sure my fingers. So on these styles, you can still say lots, give me even more. So there's lots of tools here. White balance. Okay, if I were to preach any quality of thing, I'd probably pick white balance, because sometimes you take a picture outside in the shade and it's blue, right? Or sometimes you take it and it's really, really warm and you want to bring it down a little. You can just correct that temperature. Like the white balance here is pretty nice because I did it in my studio. But if I wanted to cool it down a little or warm it up, let me find a photo that has some not so awesome color temperature. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Just a second. Okay, here we go. Here's my husband. So for Easter break, those are actually my feet. They look really blue. The color temperature makes my feet look like I have no blood circulation, which is sometimes totally true. So I'm going to go to my tools, hit white balance, which I think so. And I want to warm that up. Come here, let's warm up. Oh, there we go. We've warmed up my feet. Now I don't look like I'm going to have the loss of my limbs. I think I want to do more than that though. Okay, I'm going to check that to keep that effect I just did. And then maybe I want to do a little bit so my skin doesn't look so blotchy. Let's try tonal contrast. Oh, that makes it look crazy blotchy. And then we'll calm it down. We'll calm that down. Anyway, there's lots of tools here. Oh, this is kind of fun too. See this retro lux? Here is stuff if you want it to look old-fashioned-y. Inside of Retrolux are all these other filters. You can play on here forever, and you can add them on top of each other. Glamour Glow, that's gonna make my legs look super sexy, I'm sure. Ooh, look at the Glamour Glow. Doing this left-handed. Come here, Glamour Glow. Oh, it's like 80s. What was that called? The glamour shots in the mall with the big hair. Oh, look at those glamorous feet. Okay. And then to save them, okay, I'm going to export and save in my photo thing. Allow it. Okay, boom. Now if I go back to my photos, let's see, we got our water. Oh, here's Lois. If you know Lois, also known as Grandma at the Edna, she was the Edna librarian at Edna Elementary for years. It's her birthday. Wish her happy birthday. Okay. It probably saved it back where the original was. Yep. Oh, it overrode it totally. So know that. Okay, so Snapseed has a lot going on. Yeah. Snapseed gives you tons of tools, and I wouldn't be surprised actually if there is a watercolor one in there. I don't see one right off the bat, and I do like the other watercolor one, but oh man, there's lots. There's lots in there. So those are some ways to really stylize. If you know your brand, your personal brand, and you have things look just a certain way, this is the way you can make all your pictures look super branded. My professional brand tries to be pretty. I do kind of a retro thing when I really like a print, but mostly I try to get really good white balance and really good color focus and that kind of thing. So Snapseed is another one. This is enough apps for you to play with for days and days. Do any of you, oh, it looks like I saw another one pop up on the, oh, I want to see what you've done. Oh, with your bird, Dory. Cute. Look at that bird. That's so beautiful. Did you do something to that in any of these apps? I wonder how that would look as a watercolor too with that red. So cool. Very nice. Very nice. How are we doing, Afton? You're my temperature. How are we doing on these apps? Do you have any questions?
You got
You got lost. Where are you? Are you stuck or just wandering? Where are you stuck? Okay, you have a photo. Okay, so you can click on looks or tools down at the bottom.
I did that.
Okay,
I was gonna go back, but I can't. I don't know how to go back.
like go back. So now you're.
Go back to something else.
Oh, okay. That's where you just hit open up at the top. And you say, you want to open a new image and be done with that one. And then you can go through and pick a new image.
So this is the ones that I picked.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I'm getting some shapes there. Let me do that to you guys.
Oh, we got a chat. Hold on. How do you make one thing in a picture in color and the rest black and white?
Ooh, we're getting exotic.
I know the Samsung lets you choose doing that.
Let's see if Samsung does that. Or I mean Snapfish or Snapseed. Snap-a-dapple doodle. Huh. Let's try that out. You get 20 points for your house, as in Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. For whoever figures this out first, this is a race. I'm thinking that you go to colors and you crank some up and you crank some down. That's what I do in my professional. Ooh, I'm gonna go to tune image. Let's see.
Does that Bane phone have a Samsung phone? Because I can show you really fast in Samsung.
Yeah, show us in Samsung.
Okay. So I am just in, oh, let me change the spotlight here. Stop sharing screen. Stop sharing screen. Okay, and then. Okay, so the question was, how do you make a photo? Oh, my screen went dark, sorry. Okay, so how do you make a photo go black and white? And I'm in Samsung, and here in Samsung, if I click, I'm just in my photo gallery under my edit tab. So let me go back so you can see where I am. Okay, so this is my photo gallery. So gallery, And then I picked a picture, and that's my son Michael when he was like 12. He's 24 now. Then I'm going to go here to my edit button on this one photo. And then I am going to go to these 3 little dots, and I'm going to choose this icon that says spot color. And it's going to turn my picture black and white. Now I tap anything that I want to be in color. So I want the shark teeth. Oops.
Gums. Nice.
The red
Ooh.
to come back in color. So Michael and the shark teeth are there in color. If I don't like that, let me go back. Maybe I just want the water. Let's see, the blue there to be in color. And so then it's going to highlight the blue. Let me bring the photo up closer so you can kind of see that blue background was highlighted. If I want to do the sand, just spot color it again, and I'm going to choose this sand, all the yellow color. And now that yellow is more in focus here in the picture. So that's how I do it on Samsung. Thane, do you have a Samsung or do you have an iPhone?
I'm going to show you one I just tried on the Snapseed. It said head pose, and I'm like, oh, I want to try that. So I picked the head pose filter, and look what it does. I can like move her face. Can you see that? You can totally do it. So that's kind of freaky and fun.
Thane has a Samsung, so did that answer your question?
Awesome.
Okay, good.
Awesome. Very nice. On an Apple, I know you can do it on an Adobe app, but that's getting a little more expensive. If you already have an Adobe subscription, get the Adobe apps. They're super robust. And you can take one picture and put on another picture and blur them together, and it does really cool stuff. But Adobe's expensive if you're not already subscribed to it. Yes. Any questions here? How we doing, Austin? Okay.
Let me get my code on.
Take a look here. Oh, somebody from Coville got abducted. Awesome. So what I want you to do for today is to try it. I know we're done a lot earlier. Play around with it. Now you have this time scheduled. So take a photo, edit it, try it out, put it in our album. I know not all of you are on the album, but if you need help getting on there, let's use this time to get on it. And tell us what app you used and what you did in that app to get that effect. Like Doreen's already above the curve. She already sent some. Peggy, they already sent some saying using waterlock. I want you to take this time, edit some things, and put them in our group. Plan. Even I will do this. All of us will do this, right? And then I know that you're using it. Not that I have to know. I'm not grading you or anything. I mean, you can be playing a game. Just look like you're busy. You can leave. You can eat popcorn in Cokeville or in camera. So, and I love seeing your photos you are doing there. I try not to comment tons to jam it up, but the slow-mo popcorn camera, whoever that was pretty smooth. There's been a lot of great pictures, beautiful stuff going on. Okay, share away. Tell us what you're using in the app, and yeah. If you have questions, put them on that album too, or put them on the chat.
I think
Might be able to open up the Google Photos
Oh, okay. Oh, that would be awesome.
so we can look at them
Yes.
large.
Oh, that's great as they come in. That's so smart. Way to think.
Is that what I want to do? View
Those
activity?
flowers are so pretty.
Yeah. You guys are on this, right? Good.
Oh, here we go. This kind of shows us the,
Oh, Doreen did the
coming in.
waterlog there. It looks
all
like.
right, so hold on, let me go back to this. Here, and we will spotlight, share this. And we should be able to, oops, view.
Very cool.
We can kind of see.
We can go back a little. For what
Yeah,
they've
you
done
can-
today. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Missy, stop touching the tech.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Doreen, look at that.
The bird.
No, the
Oh.
moonscape too. She
That's
did it on the
pretty.
one with the little grid and waterlog.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that kind of fun?
That's amazing.
And this is the stuff that's fun to order, I think, on like Shutterfly, something like that wrapped around a mug. That could be so fun. Waterline, it's technical. Yes, thank you.
So you
Thank
can
you.
scroll here and see.
We're trying to showcase what's being submitted now here too on the screen if you want to look up and check that out at all. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to do something here. What am I doing?
Oh, let's see if I can show one and see if it pops in.
And again, my Google account. I
We
know.
have a question in camera.
Yes.
Hold on. So I can't figure out how to get my screen to show to you, but one of our participants is looking at the Snapseed app.
Okay. Okay.
And when they go to open it, it's saying allow Snapseed to access photos, media, and files. What kind of,
Yeah.
what is that talking about? Like what kind of
It's saying
file?
you have to give permission for it to go into your photos. So you want to allow that.
So anything on their phone is going to be accessible in this app. Like they're a little worried that they just want their photos, not like everything they own.
Yes, and
That
it's,
would-
yes, so if you don't want it to do that, it is Google. So if you have uploaded things to Google, Google has it anyway. If not, yeah, you don't have to. I think you can also pick, let's see if you can just pick random ones to open and not all of them. Does it have an option for selected only?
That's all I put in Snapseed. It's just kind of photos. It's not uploading.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah. So generally with Snapseed, you do it and you just pick one at a time, but it allows access to go there. I don't know how much it would do behind the scenes on that. It seems like it just fetches the one that you specify, but it can't go get anything you specify, including files. Sometimes you say something on a file you want to mess with versus your photo thing. So it's just saying if you want to use this app, you have to let it go in there. I don't know the fine print on how much it goes looking for stuff. So hopefully that really vaguely answers your question. Oh, I'm just playing with expand in Snapseed. And if you do take your corners and make them bigger, it will generate what it thinks it should be. So say you need a little more room on your mug and you need to make your photo wider, it will kind of generate that by pulling it out. That's something I've only done in Photoshop. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Also in Snapseed, the first time I did it, I just hit save and it copied over the original photo. So I don't have the original. I'm noticing now I can hit save a copy. So it will keep the original photo and make a duplicate, which is good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I just had a question. Is there a way, like old school scrapbooking, you would cut out an image like around a person? And is there any way to fix the picture where you can put like a background behind it and then print it out as a whole picture to make it look like it was never cut out? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so try that expand thing I just talked about in Snapseed.
Okay.
Like, and it will kind of do content aware. It will look at what's around it, and sometimes it will work, and sometimes maybe it won't. But that will kind of make it will add its own idea of what should be in that corner and stuff. Say it's cut out like a flower. If I understand you right, say you have a picture and you've cut it into a flower and now you want to make it back into a square or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I would try that expand function on the Snapseed.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And then if you do want to order and make scrapbooks digitally, I have done books on Shutterfly more than once. And you can add backdrops and patterns, and they have a whole, you can pick one theme and it'll have all these cute papers to go with it and all these things. That's fun. I haven't made one in quite a while, but it's fun sometimes to have books, and you can put colors and things behind your pictures there too.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
There we go. Here's some more. We've got one from Doreen.
Nice.
Someday.
Well, perspective is really cool because it can tilt your photo from
Mhm.
up and down or side to side.
Yes, and perspectives in Snapseed there if you want to change things. Yeah, these tools that you can edit with are so robust compared to like 2 years ago. Like technology is just insane. Oh, I put the Snapseed, I meant thin Snapseed. So I did waterlog and then I put it in Snapseed to crop it in. So. Did you have a question?
I was just trying to get the library life art thing.
Oh, let's invite you. Is anybody need an invite to get on our Google album? Please let us know if you missed week 1 or So 1 or 2, we can get you on there.
Just send that invite.
Yeah, what's your Gmail?
Oh, yeah, that's the problem. I can't reach it. I hate those social media.
Oh, so it won't help you. If I
Let me see if I can just, I have to have my, what's my
I'm gonna
Gmail?
give you a link and then you can tag it, touch it, and then.
Okay, I have Gmail. What's my, oh. It just showed me. when
Yeah, I
was
just sent
sending
you a link.
on my Yahoo,
No, to your.
to my
phone.
Gmail. Oh,
To your phone, you should be able to click the link and it will take you to that photo.
to my, like, is it text? Like, what do you mean? you
Uh-huh.
sent me? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like a text, I sent you.
in the text you sent me.
Oh,
That's what I'm thinking.
Sorry, I
Just
said
got
link
it.
for that.
Okay.
Are we
Yeah,
getting
you
more
got that.
photos here?
Yes, Chris Morgan, 1995. Okay, I get that. So I can add photos to this.
And now you can see everybody's stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
No, yours was the last one.
Okay.
I'm just trying to take some in California.
Wow, these are such fun to see. Bill, I love your little power finger thing going on there, a little ways back. And Judy, how you showed those before and afters. Wow, way to make that lake look so turquoise and beautiful. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff in here. Okay, those cute kids, and Karen, all your cute cow kid pictures. Peggy, oh, that snow. Oh, yeah. These are so great, you guys.
Wait, I should look the third one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, are you getting it from when you joined now, or do you see all of them?
I get to see it all.
Oh, good. Yeah, go all the way to the bottom. You see the latest.
The latest. The sunset pictures are pretty.
Aren't they? Yeah, and then how it turned out with the watercolor thing.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna upload one? Okay, okay.
I'm too tired.
You don't have to.
These are great. I said, there's a ton
Oh,
of
here's
them.
a new one from Leanne.
Ooh,
Yeah. Oh, I just
pretty.
that was when I was doing that. You know, the like up and down, Mr. Sun.
uh-huh.
It was
Oh, so on this one right here, Leanne said she touched it and used the sun thing for
just the
exposure,
basic stuff.
and you exposed it more, right?
Yeah.
Because that light behind those kids, I bet, told your camera to like shut down and be dark. So good job. That looks amazing.
Getting the dog in the peeps.
That's Lyle. That's my dog Lyle. He will pose for anything because he knows treats are involved. He's very tree oriented. Oh, Peggy, look at that.
It's awesome.
Wow, fun. Super fun. There's a greeting card. It looks pretty, but it's not as much fun.
Oh, did you see in the Alpine paper, they had or in the Star Valley paper, they had the picture of the Alpine kids getting their Easter eggs out in the snow. My husband's like, every year.
Every year, I know. It makes a good social media post. Oh, is next week social media? No, next week we're taking pictures and then we're doing social media, I think, right? I forget.
I have to see.
Social media will be coming up either next week or the next week after. So if you have questions about Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc., it's not too bad. But I think next week we are taking pictures. I want to like take pictures. We're having so much fun editing and discovering them, the cell phone stuff. But yeah, next week, questions and pictures. You know, I think we could go ahead and kind of shut down today. keep sharing, oh, look at that. That is amazing. That would be a really cool Facebook profile, the big one behind your little picture.
It almost looks like the cover of a book. You can have that on the top and then like the rest black with the white in the title.
That's why I love that app. That app just does a good job.
Which app is that?
That's the waterlog one that costs $4. But yeah. Peggy, you had some, oh, look how cute. I mean, Peggy, yours you could sell too. You guys could all go into greeting cards here. Fun. I think we can go ahead and shut down class for today. Please keep sharing if you feel inclined. It's fun. It's fun to see your stuff, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everyone. Have a good week. Be safe. Take pictures. Share them.